Hello, good day viewers. In this tutorial, we are going to learn how to divide complex numbers. Dividing complex numbers is as simple as rationalizing the denominator, and you can do that by multiplying that denominator by its conjugate. And you have to multiply the numerator by the same conjugate for equivalency. So we have 6 problems here. I will try the first 3 ones and you try the rest. Okay, let's start with the first one. The first question A, we want to simplify 2 plus 3i divided by 3 minus 4i. So to divide 2 plus 3i by 3 minus 4i, all you have to do is to consider the denominator right here. What is the conjugate of that denominator? The conjugate will be 3 plus 4i, just a difference of sign, right? So we are going to multiply the top and the bottom by the conjugate of that denominator. And let's do that. This is the same thing as taking 2 plus 3i. Then you multiply it by the conjugate of the denominator, which is 3 plus 4i. Then you do the same thing to the bottom. 3 minus 4i multiplied by 3 plus 4i. If you observe, this divided by this is exactly equal to 1. So it's just like multiplying by 1, which will not change anything. So let's simplify the top and the bottom separately. To the top, we're going to take 2. We distribute over the second parenthesis, 3 plus 4i. Then you take the second one, 3i, distribute over 3 plus 4i. But the bottom is just difference of 2 squares. You know, difference of 2 squares, right? You take the first one, you square that, you subtract, you take the second one, 4i, you also square that. To the top, let me expand. We have 2 times 3 is 6, plus 2 times 4i is 8i. Then the second parenthesis, we have 3i times 3, which is 9i. Then the last one, we have 3i times 4i, which is going to give us 12i squared. Divide by 3 squared is 9 minus 4i squared is what? 16i squared. 9 plus 8 is 17, right? So this is equal to 6 plus 17i. But I squared is negative 1. Multiplied by 12 is negative 12. Divide by 9 plus 16. Why? Because I squared is negative 1 times negative 16 is positive 16. So we are almost done. This is equal to the top, we have 6 minus 12, which is negative 6. So we have negative 6 plus 17i divided by 9 plus 16, which is equal to 25. But you know, this is not the standard way of writing a complex number. A complex number should be written as a plus bi. So we are going to split the fraction as negative 6 divided by 25, then plus 17 divided by 25i. And hence, this is the simplified form of this 2 plus 3i divided by 3 minus 4i. Let me take the second one. So this is the b part. First of all, let us simplify this. Square root of negative 4 is just 2i. So this is equal to 9 plus 2i divided by 2 plus I. And this 9 plus 2i divided by 2 plus I can be written as 9 plus 2i multiplied by the conjugate of the denominator, which is 2 minus I, divided by 2 plus I multiplied by 2 minus I. Let's do the same thing to the top. We have 9 multiplied by the whole of 2 minus I, then plus 2i multiplied by the whole of 2 minus I. To the bottom is difference of 2 squares. Take the first term, you square that, subtract, take the second term, also squared. Let me simplify the top. 9 times 2 is 18, minus 9 times I is 9I. Then the second parenthesis plus 2I times 2 is 4I. Then 2I times negative I is negative 2I squared. Divide by 2 squared is 4. I squared is negative 1, and we have another negative, so we have positive 1. To the top, you can see we have negative 9 plus 4I, which is going to give us negative 5I. So we have 18 minus 5I, but this will give us positive 2 because I squared is negative 1. Divide by 5. To the top, we have 18 plus 2, which is 20. So this is the same thing as 20 minus 5I. Divide by 5. Let's split the fraction. This is 20 divided by 5 minus 5 divided by 5I. And finally, 20 divided by 5 is 4. Minus 5 divided by 5 is 1I, which is the same thing as I. So this is the simplified form of this fraction. 9 plus square root of 4 divided by 2I. Now let's take the C part. Here is the last question. First of all, let us factorize it because I realize we have common factor of 4. To the top, we can bring out 4. Inside, we have 1 minus I. Divide by what? 4 multiplied by I. So from here, you can cancel the 4. What do we have left is just 1 minus I divided by I. So what is the conjugate of I? It's just negative I. So you can multiply the top and the bottom by negative I. So to the top, it becomes negative I, negative is plus I squared. Divide by negative I squared. To the top, we have negative I minus 1 because I squared is negative 1. Divide by, this is negative 1, but we have another negative, so we have positive 1 plus 1. So you see, plus 1 will not change anything. So all we have to do is to rearrange the top by writing the real part first, negative 1, negative I. And hence, this is the result. So now I want you to try the last three problems, D, E. Okay, this should be F. D, E, F. Try them. And this is all I have for you today. Thank you for watching. Do share to your learning colleagues. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel for more exciting videos. Bye-bye.